Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting it funny. What's going on, people?
You already know I come to you with bad news, of course. Now, this is a real close one to me because simple fact of the matter is that the person was only 17 years old. And this happened in Brazil. Now, this happened last month, which is sad, even worse, around Christmas. And basically, the son, forgive me for these names are a little bit difficult for me. So, if I offend anyone, forgive me. Also, viewer discretion is advised. You know, because I'm going to show you what happened to him, but I'm not going to show you. I'm going to kind of blur it out, but you get an idea what happened to him and stuff. And I don't want to put it, I mean, you could Google it and stuff. You can see it for yourself if that's what you want to do. I just don't want it on here as far as that way, you know what I mean? So I kind of blurred it, but you get an idea as far as what happened to him now. Basically, he was 17 years old. His name is Itaberli, and he was only 17 years old, and his mother name is Tatiana, and she's 32 years old. Now, they went out and they got into a heated argument, and this is what happened. And remember, like I said before, there are graphics that's going to be very graphic, so just want to give you a heads up, okay? Check it out. 70-year-old son, Itaberli Lozano. Now, the attack happened on Christmas Eve, basically last year. The mother stabbed the son to death. A mother in Brazil is confessing to the stabbing of her teenage son to death because of his sexuality. The attack occurred on Christmas Eve as Tatiana Lozano, 32 years old, and her 70-year-old son, Itaberli, was returning home after having a heated argument. Once they entered into the house, the boy was ambushed by the mother and two men who was hired to assault him. Through the original plan was to bruise him up to teach him a lesson about being gay. Halfway through the beating, the mother ordered the men to kill him. When they refused, she took a kitchen knife and stabbed him herself, according to the local news sources. The 32-year-old mother told police that after he was dead, she removed the body from the house, and with the help of her husband, which is the boy's stepfather, they took his body to a nearby cane field where they burned it. The young boy's charred body remains were discovered on January the 7th during the first interrogation, as Tatiana reported, confessing to the parts in the crime, naming the two men she had hired, and her husband was charged for aiding in the disposal of the body, according to several family members, including the boy's uncle. Tatiana had long rejected her son for his sexuality. So due to the fact she couldn't deal with his sexuality, she took him and she killed him. Unbelievable. Okay. All I can say is rest in peace. 17 years old. She couldn't deal with the fact that he was gay. She couldn't deal with it, so she killed him. Now, I'm not going to stay in this video long because it's very personal to me. And I don't like to really go into details about it, but allegedly she's the one who did it. She confessed to it and everything, so but I'm gonna say this. If we teach people in the churches all that abomination, you're going to hell and you're you encourage this type of behavior, that these people actually listen. Because the sad part about it is, we have leaders out here, but we have way more followers. We got a lot of followers. And the thing is, people listen. If you throw out anger, you get anger back. It's kind of what you throw out to the universe, you kind of get it back. Some kids, not all. I'm not saying everything, every case, I'm not saying at all. But as a person that goes to church and you put these things inside of these grown folks' heads, and she's 32 years old, which is kind of young to have a 17-year-old son. That is kind of young, isn't it? But anyway, look, if the reports are right, I don't know. I forgot what I was going to say. So I'm thinking, it's not funny. I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So you're trying to say she had this baby when she was 30. Listen. All I'm going to say is rest in peace. Something about the story just clicked in my head. So all I'm going to say is rest in peace. And I want to give you an English version as far as that. But what I read as far as Malcolm, it says 32 years old. Now I'm a little bit questioning this whole thing about now. Now it's going across the internet. So if you want to look any place else as far as that, you know, check it out and stuff. So all I want to say is rest in peace, my 17-year-old little brother. And I would love to hear you feel about that, you know. I'm a little shocked and more than you know, as you could tell, because I'm like, wait a minute, 17 to 32, something don't sound right to me, but, you know, it is what it is. But rest in peace. And I just want to let you know I love you, and I love to hear your feedback on this. And thank you for watching. Catch the rain.